I want to talk about tactics that will break you in academia. And we've all been there and experienced this, unless you're the one fortunate or few fortunate people that have never experienced this before. But it's really related to the idea that people believe that there is a true answer in this world. And you have different philosophies of how individuals actually interact and what they look like. And how they actually interpret the world around them. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to put in a great deal of work trying to research a particular question. You might spend weeks, months, even years researching a particular question, and then you're going to have one or two people, whether it is a colleague, whether it is reviewers, doesn't matter, right? All of these particular individuals will say what you did was wrong, and what you did, you should have done something else. Now, when you first get into the whole game, you believe that, and you think that you should do something else, and so you go and do that particular thing, and then you get a whole different group of people that say that what you did was wrong and you should have done something else. Usually it's the first thing that you tried in the beginning. And what you begin to do is internalize all this, and you think of yourself as a failure. You think of yourself as, I'm problematic in some sort of way. Now, the second thing that ends up happening, or a second process that ends up happening, is that you will apply for various different, maybe it's grants, maybe it's getting into different programs, maybe it is different opportunities, and there'll be a rank ordering of all the particular individuals, and you get picked to get into that ranked ordering. Now, people believe that this ranked ordering is what the truth actually is, and this is a reflection of reality. But once you've been in the game long enough, you begin to realize is that there is a sociology, there is a political science behind all of this, and you begin to doubt all of those rankings. And as you look at it, you internalize whatever. So what's going to happen is you're going to go up for a grant and you're not going to get it, and then you're going to internalize all of it, and you're going to realize, you're going to believe that you're not good enough, you're going to believe that you're problematic, you're going to believe that you just frankly suck at all of this kind of stuff, and you're going to internalize that. Now, a third thing that's going to happen to you, a third tactic that's going to happen, is you're going to maybe be in front of a group, and there's going to be one or two people that are not going to believe what you say. And they are going to doubt everything that you say, and you're going to see sort of contempt in their eyes, all of that kind of stuff. And you're going to internalize this and say, I can't figure this out, and I can't connect with them. And what you don't realize is that those people likely cannot be connected to with what you're saying and who you're about. For some reason, whether it is what you look like, how you sound, any number of different things, they're not going to connect with you. And so you are going to be scrambling and figuring out and trying to internalize what they're saying, and it's going to eat you up. And you're going to think that you are a failure and you're not effective at what you're doing. I want you to look at all these sort of moments. All of these moments reflect on the fact that people believe that there is a true answer, and this true answer in this world, this sort of belief that there's a single true answer, is somehow related to your capabilities and who you are. But in reality, once you start decomposing all of this, and there's thousands of research articles at this point on the sociology and political science of science, that none of these things are actually true. In fact, there is a mess behind all of this, right? And often there isn't, the true winner doesn't pop up, right? That's not what life is about. Often it's a political struggle. Often there's rankings based on very unusual ways that people are rating each other. It's not a clear-cut thing. Sometimes it's a popularity contest rather than how what people are actually saying, right? There's lots of things that go on behind the scenes that are not clear-cut. And if you don't recognize all of that stuff, right, all of that political science stuff and all of that sort of sociology that happens, the weird dynamics that happens, you get eaten up inside. So I think the way that I can deal with this and the way that I have begun to deal with it is I'm very much bitter, very much skeptical, whatever you want to call it, very much just aloof to all of this. And frankly, you get to the point where you have to just not care and you distance yourself from the outside world and how it actually plays. And if you look at many senior researchers, right, you read stories about senior researchers, they often have to do that, where they just distance themselves as much as they possibly can, right, where they are not paying attention to the cultural norms of what's going on, and they just walk the walk that they need to do. There is this really weird thing that happens, right? We are measured on metrics that are not correlated very well to our actual actions, right? These productivity metrics of, how many papers you have and all that kind of stuff is very loosely correlated with the actual actions that you're doing. So what do I mean by that? Like the day-to-day, what you're actually doing, what's actually happening in a given moment. We're not measuring that. We're measuring something, the actions, and we're waiting many years down the road based on many other people interacting with these particular interactions, and then we're finally getting that result so far down the road that you can't do what is called credit assignment. The action does not align with the outcome very well. And if you believe that, right, the only thing that you should be doing is just doing the actions, right, and measuring yourself based on those actions. So you sat down for a couple of hours today. That is wonderful. That is what you need to be doing. You had a conversation with somebody today that was intellectually stimulating within your particular area. That's what you should be doing. You've done any number of different things that are related to your actions that actually lead to long-term success. That is what you should be doing. And the rest of it, all those games, all the rankings and all that kind of stuff, you put that to the side and you ignore it and you do your best every single day. You come back to reality and just do your best. And so if that means that you have to, quote unquote, play the game, I don't like playing the political science game of things. I hate that stuff. But what I can do is play odds. And I can just keep going at it every day and trying every single day until something clicks. I can throw my name in a hat 10 times to get one time that actually results in something, or 25 times, and then something finally results. And that's really what the name of the game is repetition over and over and over again, focusing on the very simple day-to-day and not worrying about all that other stuff, because all that other stuff, that how we're measured, everything, all that kind of stuff eats you up, and it doesn't result in anything that's positive in your life. So keep pushing it away. Keep doing your good little things that you are doing today. Those little tiny steps. You write a paragraph, that's all you need to do. And that's it every day. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.